Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your early weekends are going off to a fantastic start. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, although 2 from this past week are very, very close because a lot of people are excited about the return of the Arcee Challenge, which I think that once people see it, you're going to be like, oh, this is why people want to see this one again. Yeah, it's a doozy. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Ruby Dragoon 666 on the Invicta subreddit. Top thread was Invicta's TM trainer run in a nutshell. Invicta on the first half of the run nuking everything. Invicta on the last half of the run practically invisible. Yep. I don't know how many people can say they've beaten the game where they couldn't see Isaac at all, like without mods or something like that. But it's like I said in the community post. It was an instant legend status. Oh my gosh, we're starting with Mega. 3 Yankee Kilo Lima Quebec Romeo Foxtrot Zulu. Yeah, we've got great stats except for our movement speed has been so bad lately. You will not take a charge from me for Mega. You will not, even at this movement speed. But yeah, that run, I still believe I'm actually a little bit surprised, and then also not surprised that it hasn't been doing as many views as I thought it would. But then I got to remind myself, like, no, it's actually because like it was a Sunday. So I'm trying to spread awareness of that episode. For those of you who have not seen Sunday's episode yet, you definitely should if you haven't already. This is a very long, very, very long first floor there. I figured, oh yeah, sure, we're gonna easily get to the boss. And then look at this circuitous route that we went that wasn't even a straight line. Like what? It's like it looks like someone trying to grab a goose that's like flying off in the air. You see it, right? Right? Yeah, of course you do. Anyway, yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing about that run, other than of course what happened, was the fact that it came out on a Sunday. Sunday has always been sort of the weaker day of the week, even with incredible runs. It's just Sunday. People are watching, especially during football season. People are watching football and not really paying too much attention to YouTube. They usually catch up with it on over the weekend, or when the new work week starts. I mean, so we have a bomb and we can only get one of these chests here. I could opt for the secret room, which is right north of there, I think, but I do want to see what's inside of this dice room first, and it is a 1 room, which no, I'm not going to do the 1 room because I don't want to lose Mega. Mega cancels out a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things that we have to worry about on our regular run-of-the-mill runs. Even if we happen to get a map that looks like someone trying to stop a goose from taking off in midair. Okay, game, that's funny. Look, we had 2 opportunities to get just some keys and some bombs, and you gave us nothing. So I see. Hey, you're the one who started with Mega games, or whatever. We're going to last week's question of the episode. This one came in from the Small But Mighty episode, and I was a little bit disappointed that no one got the reference, but I also don't blame people because it was a little bit more of an obscure reference for people to. Those of you who don't collect Pokemon cards, you probably would not have. Oh, you definitely didn't get the reference, but it was a reference to the pack art from a set called Cosmic Eclipse. One of them is the Small But Mighty Trio, which is Togepi, Cleffa, and Igglybuff. So that is the art that I gave to Alex, but it got a little bit lost in translation. I wanted him to do it more like the Pokemon art. Instead, it didn't really land, but that's okay. So that was the reference for that thumbnail art. But this question of the episode comes in from Toclafane2, who said, question of the day, is there a reason beyond controlling your outgoing damage that you do not take rubber cement? What other items do you choose that you find that other people find good? I don't know what other people find, quote, good, so I can't answer the second half of that because it's all subjective in Isaac, like everything. But as far as rubber cement, it really comes down to just what situation I'm in. If it's just rubber cement by itself, I normally, at this point right now, I'm not taking it. Rubber cement tends to cancel out a lot of tier effects. Two of the biggest ones that it cancels out are spectral tears as well as piercing shots. The piercing shots being the big one. There are times when it bounces off of a target instead of simply going through the target, which is what I want to do. And but still the biggest reason and the primary reason that I do not take stuff like rubber cement right now anyway is just because of it is the most important reason, which is that you don't control your outgoing damage. It creates chaotic scenarios. You don't want it to necessarily go kill something that you may not are intending to kill. But yes, there are other things that get canceled out by rubber cement that I'm not a huge fan of. Now, if we already have there are synergies that work fantastically with rubber cement. Not even including like multi-shots like quad shot or whatever. I'm talking about Jacob's Ladder, Holy Light, stuff like that. Backstabber is fantastic. So it's not like rubber cement is on the blacklist or anything. It's just one of those, right now, it's one of those items that I don't necessarily find all that impressive. I think we had a run, ooh, careful there. I think we had a run not that long ago where I was going to take rubber cement, ended up taking it, and it ruined our piercing shots by quite a lot, which I wasn't too happy about. And speaking of which, if we had a chance to take rubber cement right now, I would not do it because we just picked up piercing shots. I'm gonna use the reverse justice card in here. We have keys, so and we got a tears upgrade, soul hearts, and then keys anyway. Wow, that was unexpected, to say the least. Holy crap, dude. Not only did we get everything that I was going to like hope and pray that we get anyway, well, we also canceled out the tears down effect from Death's Touch, and also got keys, which is something we needed, and we also got soul hearts, which is something we needed. So I don't know what to say. Secret room has to be here. There's no other door it could be on. Okay. Boy howdy, was that worth it. There might be a nickel inside the skinny curse room. If you're wondering why I didn't use Mega, it's just because we were at the end of the floor anyway. Okay, so we can get that soul heart back at least. We can open up this golden chest, which gave us... And golden chests have been... It's been feast or famine already here. Obviously feasting in the shop, but outside of the shop, boy. Not great. We could get a bomb as well. I might be able to one-shot the location of the super secret room. Oh, I already tried there. Gotta be here. No, I'm not sure if it's there or not. Gonna risk it. Yeah, so we don't know where the boss is, obviously. So mapping would be nice. Mapping is, I wouldn't say a requirement for using Mega right away, but it definitely helps out a lot. I mean, mapping is always going to help out. We all know how obsessed I am with maps. Somebody asked me, why do I do that? Why do I just go back and forth like that? Like this. Oh, like this. It's just to give me something to do while I'm waiting for the game to stop being dumb or trying to delay me. Okay, so this feels like the right way to go. I'm gonna rip Mega here. A little bit sad we didn't get a full charge. Turns out it was just gas, so we're just gonna try to blast our way back over here as fast as possible. The goal with Mega should always be getting the full charge that you're losing back, or at least as much as possible. If you can get over half of the full charge from Mega, you're doing well. Let's have the Bloody Penny, which is a trinket that I haven't even been talking about yet because I didn't even think about it. Doctor's Remote, not gonna happen. We can go into the mob trap room here just to see what we can get. Never mind, it's another golden chest that we don't have a key for. Keys have been in short supply so far on this run. Bombs have been... they've been iffy. Secret room right there. And yeah. It would be nice to have an HP upgrade here before the Devil Deal if we can swing it. Or at least give me bomb. Or give me keys. Judgment. Oh. I mean, you got there. I am going to go back into the mob trap room. So at least we have this fool card. It's the whole reason why I have the fool card, and yeah. Okay, so the golden chest thing is starting to get a little weird. You would think that we would be seeing some kind of, I mean, any kind of consumable really out of there, or utility items, like outside of the, obviously the shop, the god shop that we just had in the last floor. We've gotten a grand total of, I think, 1 bomb and 1 half heart. Tears upgrade, which is something we need, and there's no reason for us to go in the shop, so I'm just gonna head on down. Also, I just now realized that we left a key up in that north room whenever we went the wrong way with Mega, so. Which, look for it in the comments. It's gonna be there. Someone's gonna be like, Zenvicta says needs key, leaves key behind in the northern room located at X2473.7Y76.24, repeating, of course. That's how that guy sounds like in my head. Mr. Hindsight. Super secret room? No. I know it's here, though. Okay, so, wow, that was not only was that like the world's fastest shot from a demon fire, that was also a very impressive deflection by a slipped rib. An HP upgrade, exactly what I wanted. And we get some bombs. Keys still, though. You would think that we had Guppy's tail or something right now. Surprisingly, 0 procs from Bloody Penny, too. It's a funny game. But we can get over there by creating a bridge with the mushrooms. It's probably too late for us to use Mega, but we should. We're only going to get 4 charges on this, but we are going to be able to blast little Gertie down. We got a unfortunately, non-double deal, but thankfully we had a little bit of charge on Mega. And we get booster pack, which is, yep. Okay, 2 of spades doubles our keys. This is just the scenario I was talking about yesterday, I believe. You don't ever want to double 2 keys, or just 1 key if you have the 2 of spades. You either want to double at least 2 keys, or don't double at all. If I were to double it, and I'll explain this like I did yesterday, if I were to double it right now, I would get 2 keys. If I were to double when we had 1 key, it would still give us 2 keys. So there is no reason to ever, and I mean ever, double with anything less than 2 keys. You're wasting a key at that point. You might as well either go to 2 keys or stick at 0. Wow. There's a lot of... Oh, we're not going to have enough. Get 3 taps in here, and then I wouldn't... It's not like I would come back in here anyway, so... But right now, we have 1 key. We know that there's 1 in the shop, and we have plenty of money to go buy that, so that would give us 4 keys instead of 2. We really don't need to be exploring. I'm just kind of looking around for hidden rocks. If we really wanted to, we could go into the boss trap room, but I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store. We're going to buy that key. Okay, and then we're going to use the 2 of spades, which is going to give us 4 keys. And we can buy this too. That way we at least have a full charge of Mega ready to go. 4 keys gives us a little bit of wiggle room. There's only one safe way to get this judgment. And we have to do this because if I were to place the bomb any close to the judgment, it would hit that bomb rock behind him. Now we do have to back away from the judgment before he pays out, because these judgments love to just drop troll bombs on top of themselves, as we've already seen. Get the compass. Now we're cooking. There's a planetarium. Look at that. Wow. We would have missed that. Because I was perfectly fine with just skipping that down there, but what a little tiny string that we pulled on there. Decided I was going to play that judgment, and we get Venus out of it, which Venus is a very good planetarium item. So wow. Now we could be convinced it's going to cost us a soul. We would go in there and have 5 taps. I still don't think it's worth it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm happy with the amount of HP we have. That little series of events that we just created, playing that judgment, was more than worth it. Not only did we get a almost half-price compass, we get a whole lot more than that. No, don't want that. Give me the death card. It's fine. Good floor. Okay, so this is probably... No, it's not a dead end. Okay, so let's go. Let's just rip Mega. And we got the mapping that I just got done talking about, how important it is to have with Mega. Oh, come on, Pin. Oh, this is a dead end anyway, huh? Keeper's gonna be there. I guess it makes sense. I should have looked where the actual boss was. But there is so much room in between where we are and where the boss is that we probably will get another full charge. But Mega really trying to help us catch up in time. Now, what's interesting here is that we have the Bloody Penny and also a sack room. We could do the sack room shuffle if we get enough half hearts on the floor. I will take the Ankh just to give us a little bit of extra, just a little bit of extra insurance, just in case something bad happens. Yeah, the game wants me to play the sack room. It's feeling very much like yesterday, where the game did not want us to get to boss rush because there's something good in there. It was trying to tempt us. And there's Abba Dabba Ding Dong. The problem though is that this play means that we don't play the sack room. And honestly, for a movement speed upgrade, which is something we need, and a good damage upgrade, that's totally fine with me. So super secret room can't be there. Now, if we find a perks pill or something, that could be the savior that we need, but we don't have PhD, nor do we have Virgo, so I think I'm gonna try to find one. Wouldn't mind another soul heart here. We've already been in the shop. Now, alternatively, if we really want to be aggressive with this, we could turn into Blue Baby and go for a full round of taps on the sack altar. But yeah, that pretty much seals it there. So we're not going to do that because we get a nice damage upgrade. We get basically the profit of 2 soul hearts there because we had to pay for 1 going into the curse room. So we're in a very excellent spot right now. Okay, no Curse the Blind. Feel like this is a miracle at this point. Got Yaves. I'm a full charge yet, but look at that. Venus doing its job. Venus will charm anything and everything that is looking at it. So anything that we face, it automatically gets charmed for a little bit. And Venus is low-key one of the best, if not the best, charming item other than Sissy. Somebody asked me where is Sissy, and I can't tell you, brother. I feel like we haven't seen her in forever. Little Sissy, she's never really gone, you know. So there's a 5 room here. I know that the Fool card is there. We've already passed it, so we got to go back and get it, which means we're going to waste Mega. Still got a decent amount of rooms cleared, all things considered. River Soul Hearts, that kind of thing. I did get a golden key, so we have enough time to go check out this dice room here. It's going to be another full character reroll, which I'm not going to do. There's the Fool card. But we use this Death card first. Ooh, there was a Tinted Rock in there. I did see it. History Sack. History Sack's kind of whatever. I could pop that barrel next to the Bomb Judgment there, but I'm not going to. There is no sack room here. I probably still wouldn't play it, to be honest. Unless we have the wafer, it's really hard to convince me that we're going to risk all these soul hearts for possibly nothing. We get Black Candida, and we actually have enough money to put some in our donation machine again. It always makes me feel good. That was weirdly one of the most satisfying feelings when the donation machine accidentally reset. And then we had to basically start from scratch again. And then seeing it go up and up. Like, we made a conscious effort. We made a goal in the game and actually got it back to where it was. That, I don't know. That always sticks out to me as one of the more satisfying things that we've done in Isaac. I don't know why. It's fun to build something up again, you know. It's the appeal. I don't know what that says about my personality, but it's the same appeal that I like building my TikTok. I like trying to build the gaming channel, that sort of stuff. There's a very fulfilling satisfaction factor that's located underneath there. Wow, we get C-section again. Absolutely going to take C-section here. Oh yeah, we have any money. You know what? Let's just send it. Haven't done this in a while. Go see old Beastie, especially on our first lap. First lap, old Beastie, something we haven't done in I feel like in forever. C-section. We need you going. Need you going in the other, on the other mob there, buddy. Or whatever. So we don't have to worry about going into the item room here because we're gonna go through the ascent. The ascent is going to allow us to see what the blind item is. So we care not about our item room here. Now, is this the perfect beast killing build? Absolutely not. I give that an emphatic hell no. So we got, this is a puzzle, and I hate these rooms just because. Then we gotta bring it here. We gotta bring it down. Actually, no, we gotta bring it up. There we go. Opia. I would like to get a little bit more damage. I know we just got done putting some money in the donation machine, but we may have to bomb it to get it back out. It hasn't locked up yet. You may hear a vacuum in the background, by the way. Apologies if there's a little bit of feedback. If we get Diplopia, we get Champion Belt. Yeah, there's a Fool's Gold rock here. Gonna release the spike, that's fine. I'm not gonna play the Temperance Machine because that would be a very stupid idea. What was that? I heard a dime or maybe even a nickel. Okay, so we got a penny here. That sounded like at least a nickel. It was a dime. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go get Diplopia and then get Champion Belt for free. This will also clone Mega, which means we get a fresh full charge as well, which is very nice. Gonna bomb just to see if there's any more money there. There is. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to Diplopia. We get everything here. Champion Belt, it's great. And then we have enough to put maybe a little bit more money back in our donation machine. So beautiful. A dime was out of nowhere. Okay, that was great. That was a very, very, very strong play right there. I'm happy about that.
Spent it. It's gone. Just get over it.
Now we do get to see what was inside of our item room here. Again, if you're going through the Ascent, you're going to Old Beastie, there is no reason to go take anything out of that item room. The items don't change when you go to the Ascent, so that's feared. And we definitely want bombs. I've shown many times how important bombs are. Take Infamy. Infamy's a good shout here. Nice little defensive upgrade for us. If we had skipped any items previously, we get a second chance to get them all now. Of course, I wasn't expecting on doing Beastie here, but I felt inspired after seeing so many damage upgrades and C-section, of course. The Tears rate is not perfect for this, but should be an exciting time.
He's self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to.
I don't like this room.
You're drunk again, aren't you? Shut up, man. Shut up.
There is no tinted rock in here that I can see.
I'm leaving. Good. Leave. We'll be fine without you. Abandon us like you abandoned
Great deflection
yourself.
once again by Slip Rib. There's a huge soul heart for us. Let me down here. Yep. Now, is it worth trying to do full clears of the Ascent? Sometimes it is, but if you are going for, like, say, if you're going for the achievement or you're looking for the mark or something like that, by mark I mean the post-it note. If you're looking for stuff like that, it is worth doing if you have low life. Most of the time, though, I would say that if you're fighting Old Beastie for fun or whatever, your run is probably already in good hands. So there's not really a need to go do a bunch of full clears if you don't have to. But if you find yourself in danger or something like that, and you haven't got like full HP, or you're not super confident in your run, you are going to be facing a little bit more tougher enemies here during the Ascent. But there is usually a bunch of like judgments and tinted rocks and stuff like that that you can still kind of not farm out, but take advantage of to get one last breath of hope. And of course, if if you are planning on fighting Beast, I always recommend fighting with a Red Heart build, not a Soul Heart build. Just because there's the bedroom that's inside of the Ascent before Dogma that you get a full heal on, so you don't have to really worry about you don't have to worry about your HP being full before Dogma. It just automatically gives it to you. Now that being said, though, the same thing can be said about Soul Heart builds. There's Tendon Rock here. Because you can still get a full heal from, not a full heal, but you can get 3 Soul Hearts from the bed by sleeping in it before Dogma. But it just doesn't fill out it does not fill as many heart containers as you would with 12 Red Heart containers doing a Red Heart build.
Just can't do this.
And you get these super enemies in here you gotta be real careful of.
Don't leave us.
Always take bombs. You always want bombs going to Beastie. Bombs are incredible against Beast. They add so much extra damage. Another thing I will say is that if you are going through Beast and you find yourself in a little bit of trouble going through the Ascent, but you happen to have not R key, but you happen to have a red key. The red key can also find red doors during the Ascent. It's one of the few things that can still get you extra rooms during this phase of the game. So there's the bed I was talking about. Obviously, we don't care about that, but we have 2 reses, which is nice in case we need it. I hope we don't need it, but you never know. There's always a mom item, and we get a range and luck upgrade. Sure, why not? All right, here we go. Now, are we going to use Mega on Dogma? The answer is probably no. Also have this Chariot card, too. Letting C-Section kind of do its thing here. So pretty decent damage here by C-Section. Stats are not incredible, but how long has it been since we've seen a full Dogma Beast fight without us steamrolling everything? It's been a bit. A nice little challenge. That's the thing about piercing shots, you don't have to worry about the TV getting in the way. And now we're going to get a couple of Soul Hearts before fighting old Beastie. And off we go. Now, Mega cannot kill one of the Mega Harbingers by itself. Unless you had ridiculous damage and a really good tier effect or something. We're going to wait for phase 2 of famine. You gotta also remember that that there's an animation delay between when the Harbingers die. Yeah, so we got maybe halfway almost of Pestilences, of Mega Pestilence HP. We've already lost our Dogma Shield. I was incorrect. Apparently we didn't get any Soul Hearts from getting Dogma. I thought we would get at least one. Not sure if we got hit by the explosion there, or if it was one of the shots. I guess War down in the Pit of Fire. I do like how Death and War have a little bit of a rivalry going on. There goes Death. Thank you, Mystery Sack. And here's where you pay the bombs the big bucks. It adds so much extra damage to what you're already doing. Bombs are absolutely huge against Beast. You should be close to phase 2 here. Oh, yeah. We are going to use the chariot card here just because. Wow, we got shot out of there. What the heck? And down goes Old Beastie. A first lap run of Old Beastie. What a fun run. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Sorry to cut you off there, Matthias. And yeah, thank you all very much for the support. September's been an amazing month so far with great runs outside of a couple. And if you've not seen Sunday's video, you need to go watch it. There's a reason why it's titled Instant Classic. And thank you for those of you who did. Welcome all new subscribers coming over from that video. And thank you for sharing it as well. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Ham Solo, Alyssa, and Vernon James Ely. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the next episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.